was good enough. That takes the J-Young out of the game here. That is a very important Cocoon to stop Luffy in his tracks.
Nicely recovered also by Trap Gaming, didn't let him sit in the Cocoon too long. Humble played aggro around the Cocoon, usually used to push away and aggressive push in. They've been able to coordinate as a team to get some kills ahead.
What the fuck is this ball doing?
Building up that heat. Obviously, that's Jacket is pretty huge in terms of flooding burst damage. It's made a good hold there. This Stafford's trying to hit 5-0. Humble are going to have to get their skates on now. Tribe seems like they're starting to get a bit of a feel for this pace of play from the EMEA team.
Well, they can't get too comfortable. They're now getting back up in their own spawn. Humble have the utility to do the semantic power. Anyone who wants to go for a push in, they're having an RB in first. He's all heated up on tons of HP plus that shield gear. 30 seconds to go, still fighting their time. Luki wants to eliminate someone from this defense with his super, still working for it. Probably just a couple of connections of the yo-yo.
That high Cocoon connection, you don't want us to go all in 3 versus 2. And come out with potentially a wipe there. And that was advantage, means a heck of a lot in this game time. Luffy stepping back, realizes he doesn't need to overextend. This is still Triad Gaming with a relatively healthy lead. There's some many good boss going to try and make their way into the game.
Alive with that blue star. He's so evasive. It's just one of many things that makes Kaze an excellent pick on this map and such a high priority. Who's willingly handed it by Humble. They believe that they could possibly get their own respawn like a hydraulic press. Look at the priority in getting Luffy now with the Weakened Warrior up. He'll drop him down to half HP, and with him lacking the pressure, they can press into this right side more confidently.
And still trying to punish that blue star. Consistently putting critical damage out across this set.
The green from Humble. After the exhaustion of fighting a war attrition for the entirety of game number 2, they want to just go ahead and get it quick and easy at the beginning of the game, but Tribe Gaming is not going to be handing that to you. They already know that the interaction off the beginning of the game, Luffy got a little too aggressive. Boss nearly took him down, but it takes one more attack to do so. Now Diego Gamer again with the support Luffy trying to punch around the right. There's the Cocoon. Luffy is in a tough spot. He has to recover his but there's just no sideline.
The most dangerous moment is just after you've got down the Cocoon and started moving in. Easy for Humble to line their shots up against Diego and get themselves first stars. They're still trying to find the blue star. Luffy's got himself tucked into this outpost. RDM will come in if Luffy gets pressured. There's the Finette Storm, forcing Semantic away.
They don't want to disrupt the stronghold on the right side. Tribe Gaming taking up so much room. More than they deserve, really, after the beginning of the game, where they fell back to spawn really hard. It's east versus west. But Humble is attempting to sort of wrap around on the right side. Tribe Gaming refusing to hold position, and this definitely hurts. Would have been an excellent way to secure this 3-star from Diego Gamer is on screen on the right side. And the shots fly, but there's no real trust yet. Where's the protection for the Cocoon army? They willingly handed over a couple of strongest ballers on this map. Gene, Kaze, true Tribe Gaming. Tribe Gaming predictably went for those, went for the Turtle Cup. Didn't work at all. Humble kept their composure and pretty much just threw darts at the dartboard until something stuck. Went for interactions, one after the other, in this hyper-defended Tribe Gaming position. Eventually, one breaks through.
Certainly didn't feel like the issue for Tribe is that when they had to go on the offense, they maybe lacked the tools in comparison to Humble. As you know, Luffy's incredibly good at any sort of gap closing, any sort of close range, assassin type role.
Fuck this.
Frustrating though, I think is they just couldn't quite find the damage they were looking for. These controls are devastating. Not only are they creating a temporary 3v2, but they're often headsets to the player caught inside of it. You emerge too predictably. It's too easy to line up some shots preemptively just to take them down.
Really smart heads up pick here from Humble. travel on this Charlie because I think it actually had pretty good responsibility there on the left side versus Diego Gamer. The Vengeful Spirits are never going to accomplish anything into him. It's just tit for tat, gadget for gadget. Spiderlings come out, here come the Vengeful Spirits to deal with them, and you force Gene back gradually. He doesn't have the DPS, he doesn't have a way of properly pushing you away, and Charlie's going to win that interaction in close range. Just walks forward in auto aim, so he's forced to concede and couldn't get a pull really at all. I saw one pull, and it was totally wayward, didn't hit his mark at all.
That's what we mean by the execution difference, folks. I'm a huge opponent. The leaders magic hand. Let's move along though. Head over to Pinhole Hunt for our second map of this series. And I'm looking very closely here at the bench. Gloomy and Stu, importantly, have already been taken away. Both teams happy to reach for the Stu. Chester also banned by Tribe, and on the side of Humble, there's Mortis, Ali, and Meeple off the table.
I think there's a lot of priority here on disrupting Luffy's play.
I think this is Rare, actually.
Really harshly target ban Sans
yeah, I think this is Rare.
in that first quarterfinal match of the day.
But I'm
I
not
think
sure.
they're doing the same thing for Luffy as a team's playmaker, also as the ringleader for the squad. And just looking at their gameplay, very often it feels like he's doing his own thing.
Naja open again. She's so frustrating, so challenging. And can apply that poison with such consistency that you never really feel like you have a chance to stop and get fully healed up. Really annoying for tanks, even if Naja's damage isn't that high. She's constantly keeping you revealed inside the bushes with those damage ticks. And then a super, spawning those snakes, forcing you to answer those.
Oh my god, there's one guy.
Tribe faced with the spiderlings of Charlie in that previous set. She is so powerful.
Once again, drawing parallels to Humble's previous match today versus Only Realm. They managed to get the Naja on sneaky fields, and you would think, no, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense as a bush map. We want to get high mobility brawlers in those bushes, that's tanky, that can take advantage of the lack of sidelines. And Naja in close range isn't really that great. She does have a gadget that can blast you away and keep her alive a little bit longer, dive into the base, but they've been able to